There aren't a lot of deals to be found in the Hamptons, home to $1 million plus monthly rentals and $1,000 Blade helicopter rides. And along with that is the price of local lobster salad. Last month, TikTok star Jack's Dining Room visited the Montauk outlet of long-standing East Hampton grocer Round Swamp Farm, what some might think of as the Hermes of farm stands. He then showed off the components of a $200 lunch. $32 container of guacamole with chips, $42 shrimp salad, and very few other items. He thought the shrimp was good, but I wanted it to make me fly, or something. That's highway robbery for sure. Link. On a recent visit to the East Hampton market, Bloomberg Pursuits bought one of the store's pricier items, a refrigerated prepackaged lobster salad, which costs $89 a pound, a small deli container that holds just over half a pound, enough to fill a modest roll, will give you a $55 picnic table lunch for one. Add on the back house-made Kung Pao chips, the kind of deep-fried wonton skins Chinese restaurants add to takeout orders for free. And the meal will cost you $70. In other words, $500 will get you a lobster salad lunch for 8, along with some chips and salad trimmings if you're ordering from Round Swamp. Here's what else if you're swamp chips in cases. So this is about a free Hampton suck it. It's because of that in your body, which is $500 gets you dinner for 4 if you're careful. Fresh off a $1 million renovation, the perpetually packed Southampton institution, 75 Main offers a new American menu that ranges from Asian specialties to Mediterranean favorites. Prices are standard for the mat-based piece. There's a $42 soy paper, wrapped spicy king crab roll for starters. As a main course, the $60 Australian lamb chops come with a tangy eggplant and caper caponata and vanilla-accented sweet potato puree. $500 gets you dinner for 4, featuring dry-aged cowboy steak. Manhattan-based specialty market chain Cinderella has 3 crowded stores on the South Fork, East Hampton, Southampton, and Bridgehampton, all with a strong selection of provisions for breakfast, lunch, snacks, and dinner. Still, there's an emphasis on meat that's aged in-house alongside locally sourced and imported seafood. For instance, there's the popular 40-ounce well-marbled cowboy steak that's been aged for 21 days and goes for $149, and wild king salmon fillets that go for around $68 a pound. Throw in some imported cheeses, rusticella d'Abruzzo pasta, and salad staples. You've got dinner. $500 gets you pasta and steak dinner for 3 at the seaside outpost of Scarpetta, the glossy Italian chain that started in New York and has since gone global. Inside the buzzy Gurney's Montauk Resort, there's a price to put out for dining by the beach. That translates to $41 house-made pastas and a $68 New York Prime Strecco jus, which feeds one. That leaves room in the basement for the $24 Italian margaritas, the classic with a splash of Aperol at the bar beforehand or after. $500 gets you brunch for 10, from pistachio croissants to lobster rolls, and concepts come and go in the Hamptons.
One of the breakout hits in the last few years is the seasonal cafe and mini chain Carissa's, whose flagship is Injured Amagansett. Jewel box style cases display stunning pastries, including the $7 pistachio cream-filled croissant from former per se baker John Ward. The place also specializes in a range of freshly baked breads that the team layers into seasonal sandwiches like the spiced beet and kimchi Reuben with Gruyere on sourdough.
Carissa's is also home to arguably the Hamptons' best lobster roll. It's a $38 masterpiece, a buttery brioche bun piled high with warm Maine lobster meat dressed in lemon aioli. You can also throw in the $7 lime hibiscus coolers or $8 matcha lattes.
$500 gets you dinner for 9, including lobster steamers
mussels, corn on the cob. This weathered wood shack, also the oldest continually run seafood shop on the East End, having opened in 1955, is set on a residential street in Amagansett. It's a popular place for locals to stock up on lobsters, $19 a pound, and other assorted super fresh seafood. And if you're hosting a party, the $55 per person lobster dinner, price of the round swamp lobster salad container, comes with over a pound of lobster, corn on the cob, mussels, little neck clams, and even butter. At $500 gets you a 3-course dinner for 4. Acclaimed chef Jean-Georges Von Geriken's seasonal New American restaurant in Bridgehampton's whitewash boutique hotel top in Rose House is one of the area's more popular dining out destinations. The 98 3-course tasting 7-ancho menu features pepper-crusted beef tenderloin with a confit of tomatoes from nearby farm stand, Balsam Farms, and sautéed black sea bass accented with a chili garlic crumb. The 40 can receive champagne capital made showplaces and set aside and make a bunch of work as part of that. In fact, we don't marry. $500 gets you 2 17-piece omakase in a cozy space accented with aquatic-themed indigo blue wallpaper and blonde wood is the watermill outpost of Manhattan's modern mini sushi chain, Kasaki, at the 14-seat counter, $27 million with most of the day when it comes to the general arrival. The general arrival is well intercepted with $62 million, and it had a slow about dudenigiri, like seared wagyu and buttery Japanese kinky fish, as well as a toro hand roll and a fluffy Japanese-style cheesecake for dessert. $500 gets you around 14 pina coladas and 24 oysters. For 15 years, Montauk's beachy boutique hotel and restaurant, the Surf Lodge, has been the de facto stop for rosé-fueled, coastal ingredient-focused dinners that lead into cocktails and bottle service late night. There's an array of $22 libations, including a mix of fruity and tropical beverages like a brightly colored strawberry spritz and boozy pina coladas. If you roll up with a group of friends, $500 won't get far. You'll have just enough for a round or two of drinks and 24 oysters.